Okay class, fine. Girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very special good evening to one and all. Okay, myself Shabnam as usual from the code Ark, aiming to deliver programming, coding and many technologies to people out there. Okay, fine. Let's begin. As usual, once again, let's start with a very quick recap of what we have learned yesterday. Okay, good evening my friend, good evening. Right, we started with the strings, that is how to declare a string in Python, and more importantly, what is a string? Correct? Any text that you write inside the code, single quote or double quote, Python better term it as a string. Is that right? Fine. Then how to declare a multi-line string, how to print strings. Is that okay? And then how to concatenate the strings in Python using the plus as an operator. Then we went ahead to understand string formatting. That was where we spent a lot of time into and got our hands dirty with coding. Yes, good evening guys. Is that okay? Fine. String formatting people. Even for string formatting, we discussed 3 different methods for formatting. One was using that old method percentage sign. Percentage followed by round bracket, that is a tuple, the list of tuples people. Is it okay? Like %s for string to be replaced in that list of tuple, %f for float to be replaced, %d for any integer to be replaced. And suppose if I am writing %.2f, that means restrict the number of digits after decimal up to 2. Right? Because by default float shows some 5 to 6 digits after the decimal dot. No, but if I want only 2 digits after decimal dot, or maybe 3 digits after decimal, just 1 digit after the decimal dot in float. So that's how we even format the float data, the float value, to restrict up to the number of digits after the decimal dots. Is that okay people? If those who are attending the classes here and online, or let me say not live, whatever, I hope that you give your hands on. आप खुद भी एक बार ये सब practice करते हो, right? ठीक है. Second method of string formatting we discussed yesterday was with the format function. Format function people, this is what we have discussed. Correct. Format function. Correct. String formatting. Then comes your format function. Alright. Who made use of this opening closing curly brackets, people, curly braces as a placeholder to replace the string with. Correct? Fine. This placeholder can be blank. This placeholder can contain the index number of the string to be replaced, and these placeholders can even hold the index names of the string to be replaced. Is that fine? Okay. And third and the last method that we dealt yesterday was interpolation, that is called as f-string method. In fact, this is one of the latest string formatting method, who gets rid of that attaching format function in the end and replacing something in the placeholder with. Directly inside the placeholder, you write the name of the variable declared up and display the data. Is that okay? Fine. So this was till where about string we discussed yesterday. Today let us start again talking about the string methods, and even before that, how does Python treat string as a sequence of characters? Alright, focus on the title of the topic again. Python treats string, or how does it treat string as a sequence or sequences of characters? Right, now this is not something exclusive or special only with or to Python. Ideally, many programming languages treat, we understand the meaning of the word treatment, right? बर्ताव करना. People कैसे पेश आते हो आप, कैसे बर्ताव करते हो. In fact, many programming languages including your C++, Java, and in fact JavaScript also treat with string not only as a string but as a sequence of characters. Right? Fine. Now what does that mean? What does that mean? For example, if I have a string called as, say A is a string and it stores Python is fun, or learning Python is fun, whatever. Okay, learning Python, but how it is actually stored in a memory, people? One character per cell of the memory. You understood? One character per cell. It's not in one single box. When I say box means one memory cell or one byte. Got it? एक ही बाइट के अंदर पूरा डेटा नहीं स्टोर करता है, एक ही मेमोरी सेल में इतना बड़ा स्ट्रिंग जाके नहीं लोकेट होगा. वन कैरेक्टर स्टोर्ड इन वन मेमोरी सेल. Understood? So P comes in the first memory cell, second memory cell will allocate Y, third memory cell will allocate T, and so on. Alright, just to make this story simple and clear, I have kept my Excel file open and the same string I have kept it written here. You look, Python space. That's the reason I left this cell blank. Is again space, therefore I left this cell blank. Fun. And suppose after fun, if there is a full stop, even full stop will be considered as a character in the sequence of character. Got it? Fine. Even space is a valid character to be termed as a part of the string. So space is also a character here. Dots, numbers, special character, whatever is present inside the double quote is a part of the string to be considered as a sequence of character by Python. Okay, please feel free to ask any question here in the chat section. Okay, we are constantly having an eye in the chat box here. Okay, and would be always glad to answer you back. Is that fine? All of us. So Python is fun. This entire string is made up of number of characters, alphabets, and even spaces. Alright, now what is the most important thing here to understand is, people, this is the first character in the string, P, right? P is a character. It will have position as position number 0. This position numbers by Python is called as index. Okay, index or indices of the string. Let me write here, please. Okay, index or indices of the string. Meaning every letter in the string is numbered right starting from 0. कि आपको ये बात हमेशा याद रखना पड़ेगा, नंबरिंग और इंडेक्सिंग इन मेमोरी ऑलवेज स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम 0. दिस इज नॉट पाइथन, इन फैक्ट यू कैन से इट्स मेमोरी हु इज नंबरिंग इट. Alright, this is memory, people. For example, there are 10 benches in the class, 10 benches, people. So I start numbering these benches from bench number 0, bench number 1, bench number 2, and so on. Or maybe there are 25 boys in the class. So I having name, that is one attribute, but giving them roll number or some serial code or some other code, that means some kind of unique number. Is that okay? Fine. So this is how Python recognizes each character in the string with respect to its position number or sequence number. And the sequence number are first of all called as an index, and they always start from 0. Got it? Fine. So this will be index number 1, index number 2, index number 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can't leave space. It's a part of the string. वो भी valid character है यहाँ पर to be counted. So this is index number 6, index number 7, index number 8, index number 9, 10, 11, and 12. I hope you got my point. Because we started numbering from 0, people, the last index number is 12. That means the total number of characters in this string would be 13. Okay, this logic you always need to remember. The length of this string is going to be 13 because the last index number is 12. Is it right? For example, there are 10 boys. So the roll numbers are not 1 to 10. In fact, 0 to 9. समझ रहे आप? But roll number 1 से 10 नहीं है, 0 से 9 तक है. So because we started counting from 0 and the last number is 9, that means total will be plus 1. Correct? Fine. So similarly, if the last index number was 99, that means length of the string would have been 100. Correct? And if the last index number is 999, that means the total length of the string would be 1000. Okay, so remember, index number always count or run one less than the total length, only because indexing or numbering ka counting starts from 0. Okay, fine. Let's quickly put up all this logic into the code inside my Visual Studio Code. I'll come back to this Excel file again to show you what is negative indexing in Python. Okay, this was what I showed you is a positive indexing by Python. Python negative indexing या reverse indexing कैसे करता है? First, let's get our hands on to this part. Clear? Fine. So here we go. A new file that I create. Let me say dayfile.py. Okay. Say a is equals to people. Python is fun. Okay. So let me first print the length of a. Okay, we are well aware of the function length now. len, length of a. Okay, take it. 2-3 methods to execute a program. I'll show you. Either you click on this triangular sign. Okay, just let me do one thing. Just let me do one thing. 1 minute, please. Okay, can I ignore that? That was my issue. Okay, so it shows me the length of a is nothing but 30. We saw here that the last index number is 12. Correct. Last index number is 12. So length एक ज़्यादा ही होगा. Again to repeat the same old point because numbering started from 0. Is that okay? Fine. So length is 30. Okay, people. In short, I show you one more method. See, this is one way you can run the program. That is clicking on this triangular symbol or a run symbol. Other way is you come into the directory here where your program is stored. For me, in full stack Python, I have another directory inside, that is day 4. So I say cd to day 4. Cd means change directory. Okay, cd to day 4. And inside day 4 I have my program. So to run the program by writing command, just write here py and name of the program, that is dayfile.py. Okay, dayfile.py. Dayfile. You don't have to even completely type the entire name. 1-2 letter type करके, even if you print or hit tab key from the keyboard, that also works. See, right? Ignore this some part of the string that Visual Studio Code adds by its own. That's none of our business. Someday time permit, I'll tell you how does it appends or pre-append the path with the file name. Right? Just say enter. Okay, fine. I repeat this point again. Py, this is a command to execute any Python program. Sometimes py3 also works. You have to check which is working there. Dayfile.py, that's the name of the program. Just type 2-3 letter and hit tab. It will automatically complete. Okay, automatically complete करता है. Hit enter and the output is here. If you're not comfortable typing and running, never mind. Just make use of this run button to execute it. Okay, fine. So the length is a. Okay, but I don't want to print the length this time. I want to know who is the character at position number 0. So I say print. Firstly, if I write a, it will print the string a. Okay, concentrate from here. People, I want to run. Now this is the third way of executing. Say, if I run, it's going to show me it's going to run an entire program. Okay, first of all, I need to save it and then run. It's going to run an entire program. But I don't want to again know the output of this length of a. So just to run a single line of code, you can even keep your cursor on that line, that means select it and say shift enter. Okay, shift enter means the current line of code is executed, only a part of the program. Shift enter. Okay, one more time please. One, please. Okay, I have some issue here. Okay, fine. Till the time I troubleshoot, I keep running it. Is it okay? Fine. That's simply wasting our time. Shift enter, that is only to execute a part of the program. Okay. Alright, I'm not executing a part, I'm executing the file as a whole. So it shows me Python is 1. No, but I just want to print who is the character at position number 0. So this is how we use the square bracket to point at a single character. Understood? Fine. So a string with a square bracket along with it and an index number mentioned will retrieve not the entire string but only the character at that position. How to read it? What is a of 0? That means who is a character in the string a at position number 0. Who is the character in the string a at position number 0. Okay, fine. Okay. Just a moment, please. Take it. Fine. So it says me P. Okay, because P is at position number 0. And I know at position number 1 the letter is Y. So I write here 1. Okay. I just keep this shortcut, guys. Okay. 1, please. If it troubles me, I will not waste time and immediately quit to switch to Colab. Okay, fine, but it's working. So at position number 1, we know the letter is 1. Correct? Take it. Similarly, at position number 5. At position number 5. Quick. Okay, so it is Y. It's not Y, sorry. I need to save and run that again. Okay, so that's N. How come that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes, correct, 5. And if I write position number 6, I know it's a space. People, that's a space. Correct. Okay, I forgot to write here. Good. So that is nothing but a space. Right. So if I want to display two characters together, of course I cannot give comma here and write like this, because a square bracket with the string can accept only one index number. Is that clear? Square bracket में आप एक ही index number लिख सकते हो. And I want character at index number 6 also, character at index number 10 also. So better give a comma here and write a of 10. Is that fine? Okay. And we go here. Okay, if this isn't working, let me use it with two different prints. Working with two different prints, or simply with backslash n. Hoping you are understanding. Alright, fine. Okay, I think it was working in the previous case. It was working because character number 6 or character at position number 6 was space. That's what. Right, so there was nothing wrong here. Let me get rid of it. 6 के बदले आप 5 दे दो, तो it would be in fact clearly understood. Yeah, at index number 5 it is N, and index number 10 it is F. Cross check. Cross check. So index number 10, that is F. Alright, all of us here. Now, raising our standard one level high, because this basics most of my friends who are here might be aware of. Right? Especially if you're coming here from JavaScript and all, we have definitely discussed them. And those who even have the knowledge of basics of Python, even that is fair. Okay, fine. So we raise our standard one level high from here. Suppose I don't want to extract a single character, but I want to extract a range of characters. Right? For example, I want to extract this part of the string is people. Correct? So how do I do that? I say print a of. Now is me I starts from what index number? That is 7. Correct? You see, 7 and 8 are the indices or index number of the string is. So how do we write here? we say extract string from position number 7, you can't write 8. Colon is to give a range. अब तक हम एक ही नंबर लिख रहे थे as an index number. But if you write colon, that means you want to extract data from the string in a range. You understand? Range, series, correct? 7 से शुरू करते हुए, right? If you want 7, 8, you have to give last upper limit 1 higher. Okay, because upper limit always stops at 1 less than what you write. I don't know how many of you understood. Right? From 7 to 9, in which 9 is never considered, it will stop counting at 1 less, that is 8. Right? So even if you say cut the string from 7 to 9, so this is how it goes. 7 is 7 less than 9, yes. Then it goes to 8 and checks the condition like this. Is 8 less than 9? Yes. Then goes ahead and it becomes 9 and it checks, is 9 less than 9? No, because 9 is equal to 9. तो condition यहाँ पे false हो जाता है. Therefore, operation always work with or for 1 less than the upper limit. Is that okay? So you have written the range as 7 to 9, but it is going to extract only 7 and 8. 1 less than the upper limit. Okay, lower limit to upper limit, that forms the range. Let's see what it shows. What it shows. Okay. Fine. So I get the data that is. Is that fine? So what if I select 7 to 11? First take a dry run here. This is 7 and this is 11. So this part of the string will be sliced out. This is called as slicing. You understood? इसको हम बोलते हैं slicing the data from the string. ठीक है, 7 to 11, but although upper limit is 11, counting will stop 1 less than 11, that is till 10. I, S space F should come out as an outcome. Is that okay? Yes, okay, alright. So if I could save this and run it again. Okay, so this is an outcome. Hoping you understand it, right? Acha, what will happen now? If I write like this, 7 to say 13. I think 13 does not exist also. It's only 12. So let me write 12. Okay, 12. And if I could run this, 12 means what? It will stop at 11, correct? Yes, so F ke saath mein U will also be taken. Correct? Take it. So this time, to your surprise, in this range you can even give a colon and specify the third number. Suppose I write here. Okay, now the third number after the range in the square bracket always indicate the step size. Okay, people, step size. Now what do you mean by step size? Starting from 7 till 12, it will stop at 11, we know that. Take a hop. Hop means people jump. Understood? Take a hop of 2 characters. Right? Let's see in a little more detail what does it mean. 7 to 12 and take a hop of 2. So this is 7. Because you set to 12, it will stop at 11. Right? So after selecting 7, it will skip 8 and go to 9. Understood? After selecting 9, it will skip 10 and go to 11. That is called a selection of alternate characters or spaces or digits, whatever it is. So what is an expected answer? Expected output क्या है यहाँ पे? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. इधर stop होगा I space and U, because we have taken a step size of 2, correct? Let's see it works or not. Alright, I space and then U. So what if I keep a step size of 3? That means starting from 7 till 12, starting from lower limit 7 till the upper limit 12, take a hop people, kudi marna. That is what is jumping, right? Yes, my friend, we can say yes, Shreyas, yes, you can. I'll show you that in fact by coding it. Okay, I'm talking about the people, we are here considering this last one, talking about this last number which I've written, hop. That means jump or kudi marna. Is that okay? So starting from 7, take a hop of 3 each. Is it? So first you tell me what is the output before the outcome comes here. So starting from 7 till 12, so it will stop at the counting at 11. Take a hop of 3. So 7 will be selected. 1, 2, after that F will be selected, correct? 1, and I think there's no mean, doesn't make sense to count further because this is where the limit will be reached, correct? Right, so what is an expected outcome? I के बाद में 3 छोड़कर 1, 2, that is F will be selected, correct? Let's see how it works. Let's see how it works. Is that right? I, and after I again the third character. That's what we want to say. I. उसके बाद में 1, 2. This is the third character. हमारे 2, 2 छोड़ के या 3, 3 छोड़ के, जैसे भी आप बोलते हैं. Alright, Shreyas is asking here, what if I write 13? You have to write 13 if you want to take 12. Understood? Like this. So if I change my upper limit to 13, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Let me run this and see. Okay, let me change this code. Write it 2 here. And now. Is that okay? Fine. So there is nothing wrong. So what if I write 14? What if I write 14 then? There is no index number 14 existing. It stops at whatever is the last encountered. You got it? So even if you write here 140, boys, even if you write 140, it is not going to go till 140. Whoever is the last encountered, that will be the index to stop the count off. Got it? Right? Shiraz, I hope your question is answered. He has written here in the chat section, can we use upper limit 13 which is beyond the indexing of the string? Correct or not? Right? तो जो भी last index number होगा वहां पर वो counting stop कर देगा. That's all. Fine. अच्छा, boys and girls, what will happen now? अभी क्या होगा? If I start from, say, let me start from 3 and go to 10. Okay, first of all, what is the output? Let's check. HONS, 3 to 10, correct? 3 and 10. Okay, because you have written the upper limit 10, 10 will not be considered. It will stop 1 less than 10, that is 9. Is that okay? So HON space IS space. Yeah, that is what is the output here. Correct? Fine. But suppose if I write like this, colon -1. Guys, anybody who can write to me in the chat section, what will happen if I write step sizes -1? Somebody who know, somebody who can guess, if the step size is -1, then what exactly will happen? Okay. Fine, okay. Let's execute, check the output and then try to guess. It's not giving me any answer. You see, it's blank paper. It's not giving me any answer. So I do something. I change these places. We swap it. जहाँ 3 लिखा है उधर 10, जहाँ 10 लिखा है उधर 3. Afterward, you tell me why so. Starting from 10 to 3. It will travel in the reverse order. Yes, you're right, my friend. Yes, correct. So that's the reason it didn't show me output in the first attempt. Because 3 to 10 it can't travel reverse, people. उसके लिए आपको lower limit बढ़ा देना पड़ेगा, correct? Fine. So if I could save this and run it. Okay, so it shows FSINO. Let's take the dry run. How would it happen? Good, many people have answered here. Akila has written, Gaurav is answering correct, T and N. Gaurav, how come only T and only N? Like, I'm confused with your answer. Let's see. 10 to 3 minus 1. This is 10. This is 10. And this is 3. Correct. So if you say 3, it will stop at 1 less. एक पीछे रुकेगा, मतलब यहाँ पे. Is that okay, people? One thing always remember. This is in fact first to the second class we are dealing with string. The default traversing in the string is always from left to right. Alright, left to right means how do we read books or how do we read lines in an English book? We always read starting the line from the margin, correct? That is left to right. We never try to read it from right to left. So even computer or programming language Python, if not specified, the default traveling or traversing characters in a string is always left to right. Right? But अगर आप right to left लिखते हो तो of course you have to mention the index number also that way, correct? Fine. There is a ladder, एक सीढ़ियाँ है, आप उसी से उतरते हो, उसी से चढ़ते हो. तो चढ़ने के लिए आपको नीचे रहना पड़ेगा, उतरने के लिए आपको ऊपर रहना पड़ेगा, करेक्ट? That's the reason I had to swap it. 3 to 10 नहीं, 10 to 3, correct? Fine. So starting from 10 to 3, 3 will be left, you have to stop one less. So F space SI. Now this is traveling reverse. F space SI space N and O. Yes, I think Shreyas has written that in the chat section, and this is only what we are receiving. Is that fine? Okay, try one more please. Try one more. Starting from 5 to 1 minus 1. First of all, who is 5 and who is 1? Starting from 5 and 1. People minus 1. So because you have written 1, it will stop one less. यहाँ पर stop होगा, and the answer will be NOTH. Correct? NOT and H. Good. This is how it shows. Quick. What will happen now? Instead of minus 1, if I take minus 2. First of all, would it give me any output or what? Yes, that is N and H. Means even in the reverse order, that is in the backward order, take a hop. Kudi people, jump. Take a hop of 2 each. Correct? So it is showing me the output as N and H. Correct? It is starting from 5 till 1. So it will stop at 2. Take a hop of 1. So first character selected will be N. Skip O and then select H. Skip T, but if I skip T, upper limit will be reached and Y cannot be selected. Correct? Y यहाँ पर select नहीं होगा. Fine. So there are too many permutations, combinations that you can check by trying and experimenting. So please give your hands on. Let your hands go little dirty for coding. Understood? ये सब सबसे best practice करके ही आप सीख सकते हैं. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Fine. So this is how the string and the characters in the string are indexed by the Python. Indexing starts from 0. Length of the string will be always 1 greater than the last index number. Correct? Acha. Number 2. It might sound little confusing to someone, but with a steady and consistent practice, you will become used to this. Okay. Python also follows negative indexing pattern. Now, what do you mean by negative indexing? It starts indexing from the last character. Okay, that is indexing in the reverse order. Last character, not first to last, but last to first. You need to remember one thing here. एक बात यहाँ पर ध्यान रखना है. In negative indexing, the first index number is never 0. Instead, it starts from minus 1. Is that clear? Fine. I repeat this point one more time. In negative indexing, Python never considers 0. In fact, negative indexing first of all starts from the last character, and it begins from minus 1. Right? So this is minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, and minus 13. I hope you got my point. Is that okay? Fine. So what will happen now if I write like this? I say print A of minus 1. Okay. Print A of minus 1. Okay. I'll keep my problem in my Visual Studio Code troubleshooted by tomorrow to show you how to execute only one part of the program. Is it okay? Fine. Anyways, you can try. This is the reason because I have some of the very heavy projects working inside. Just shift enter on that line. Right? चलिए अभी बताइए print A of minus 1 means who is the last character. I know the last character will have the index number in my case either 12 or minus 1. Correct? So even if I write A of 12, that is going to give me N. Even if I write A of minus 1, it's going to give me N. right? Hoping you are understanding. So if I write a of people, if I write a of minus 10, okay, minus 10, before the output comes, who is minus 10? Okay, so the character at position number minus 10 is H. Let's see, it shows the same thing or not. Yeah, that is H. I hope you don't know how you want. Fine, Shiraz, I'll answer a question in the end of the class. Okay, keep it there itself. Good. All of us here, people, I need your help now. All of my friends who are watching us and understanding, एक एक करके क्विक आंसर देते जाइए. In negative indexing, how to write range? For example, if I start from minus 4 to minus 10, first of all, will it work or what? minus 4 से minus 10 तक सुकून से, आराम से टाइम लीजिए और बताइए, minus 4 to minus 10 will extract what part of the string? This is minus 4 and this is minus 10. First of all, whether it is possible also or not. Will I get any output? Okay, fine. So I run this code. People, you see there is no output. Am I right? What could be the reason for that? Couple of minutes ago I told you default traveling is always from left to right, correct? I hope you got my point. तो पहला इंडेक्स नंबर आपने क्या दिया यहाँ पे -4. People, it can't come in the reverse order unless step size -1 is given, correct? I hope you got my point. Fine. So you have to give the index number जो कि आगे का है. All right. Fine. Or else, if this sounds confusing, what will happen now? Come on. I change the first index number from -4 to just 4. Okay. Now tell me, 4 से -10. First of all, whether this is possible or what? And if it is possible, what part of the string would it extract? 4 to -10. Come on. This is +4. And this is, acha, let's not write -10. Let me write something else like -3. Can I? Come on, now tell me, this is 4 and this is -3. Yes, I think Raji Guru has written the answer there, correct? But before that, Raji Guru, answer this question please, quick. Fine, 4 से लेकर -3 तक. Yes, this is possible. Try to understand. Upper limit should always be on the right side. So this is 4 and this is -3. Yes, -3 is there on the right side, correct? What was the problem in the previous case? You wrote -4 and you wrote -10. तो -4 से start करते हुए वो right में जाएगा, people. The way we read any English statement, correct? And -10 is not found anywhere on the right side, therefore no output. Correct? Yes, if you would have written -10 to -4, it would have made some sense. That means starting from -4 till starting from -10 till -4, it will stop at 1 less, that is -5. Is that okay? Fine. What in this case? 4 से लेकर -3 तक. So this is 4. This is -3. Because you have written -3, it will stop 1 less, that is at -4 पे stop करेगा. So -4 means what? O, N, L, and this is -4. Okay. Hoping you are understanding, people. See, 4 से लेकर -3, it will not consider -3, it will stop 1 less than -3. That means at -4. Right? So this is an expected outcome, O, N. Let's see, it's happening also or not. ऐसा हो रहा है कि नहीं? Right? O, N space I, S. Fine. Let me once run what Raji Guru has written there in the chat section. That means if I write -10 to -3. Okay, so that's working, people. -10 to -3. And what is the output? HON space IS. Give me the dry run. This is -10. हाँ, तो -3 जिसको आपने अपर लिमिट बताया, it is coming on the right side of the scale here, right? Fine. तो upper limit must always exist on the right side. -10, that is lower limit. -3, yeah, it comes on the right side of the scale for -10 or with respect to -10. Therefore, left to right में ये traveling possible है. Or else you change the order. What will happen now? I write -3, I write -10. What will happen now? I don't know. Can someone explain me output कैसे आया? Please, can someone please explain me? If I don't write -1, girls and boys, if I don't write a -1, it doesn't show me any output. Say it's blank. Right? The same problem. This is -3. This is -10. Arey, -10, which is the upper limit, is on the left side. Oh, default reading is always left to right. Correct? Right? -3 से शुरू करते हुए वो राइट में जाएगा. राइट में उसको -10 किधर भी नहीं मिलेगा. तो आपको इसे लेफ्ट में भेजना पड़ेगा. Is that okay? I hope you got my point. That's the reason we made it to go in a reverse order. That is -1. Check whether it is possible also or not. Starting from -3 to -10 in a reverse order. Yes, reverse order it will definitely travel. Right? And it will stop at -9 because you said -10. यहाँ पर stop करेगा. Right? Concept clear. Okay. Akhila is asking -1 to -5. Would it work? You're asking me this way. -1 to -5. Okay. First check the screen here. This is -1. No, Akhila. Again the same problem. This can't work. Okay, people are understanding what is Akhila asking and what am I answering. This is -1. -5 के लिए उसको यहाँ पीछे आना पड़ेगा. तो आपको step size people, or let me say the direction reverse करना पड़ेगा. Correct? Right? The direction of traveling आपको reverse करना पड़ेगा. Check it out how. So if I could run this code, it is giving me blank output. How can it start from -1 and come backward to -5, right or not? -1 से start करते हुए पीछे backward to -5 तब तक नहीं आएगा. Unless you change the direction of traveling. Got it? Fine. ठीक है. So -1. I save this and I run this back again. So this is possible. N, U, F. I leave it up to you. Please cross check. Right. So -1 to -5. It's going to stop at 1 less. That is -4. And ulta direction traveling means N, U, F and a space. Okay guys, if you're understanding, please acknowledge to us in the chat section. Yes or no. Okay, fine. So this way or that way, choice is completely yours. But to always remember, the default traveling is always in the direction left to right. Right? So whenever you are writing the lower limit and the upper limit, you have to keep in mind, upper limit always comes after lower limit. Is that okay? Like 1 to 5. How come 5 to 1? 5 से शुरू करते हुए 1 तक नहीं, 5 से शुरू करते हुए आगे जाएगा. It can't go back to 1 unless mentioned or specified by reversing the direction as -1. Yes, correct. Thank you. Alright, so let us put together up until now all that we have studied. We started from indexing a string. Python consider any string as a sequence of characters, and each character in the sequence is positioned or numbered, called as an index number. Indexing always starts from 0 left to right. Negative indexing starts from the last character of the string and begins with -1. Is that okay? All of us? Next, in fact, the most important thing that you have to learn in string, and this will help you, or I should say this can, save you as a big brother anytime, called as the different string methods. Okay, now if you read the official documentation of Python, there are a lot of methods, inbuilt functions associated with string. Few of those which are very popularly used or very frequently needed, I have kept them written here in this one. Let them run one by one. Okay, people, see, this is how. Let me start from here. What did I do? I made some mistake. Okay, here we go. Okay, instead of finding it, let me directly print it. Say print, there is a string A is equals to, say India is my country. This is a string, and I just print A. Okay, I just print A. I don't have some issue here. Just a moment, guys. Excuse me for a moment of time. Alright. Okay, here we go. So India is my country. Right? But if I write A dot upper, upper is a function, inbuilt function of string module in Python. So it's pretty obvious by the name of the function. It's going to convert the string in the uppercase. Right? It's going to convert the string in the uppercase. I didn't save it. Okay. Fine. So India is my country. So like upper, if I use lower, let me change this code. Lower. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. So all the characters have been converted into lowercase. Means those who are lower will remain lower. Those who are upper will be converted to lower. Okay. There is one more function which is called as swap case. Okay, swap cases. Okay, can someone explain me what exactly swap case did? So this is the output. उसने किया क्या? What exactly swap case did? And again, the meaning is obvious from the name. Means swap the case. If it is upper, change it to lower. If it is lower, change it to upper. Vice versa. Is that correct? So you could see India ka I was in upper case. It got converted to lower. Rest all which were in lower cases got converted to upper. Is that okay? Fine. So like swap case, we have another function which is called as a capitalize. Capitalize. Okay. People, capitalize converts only the first letter of the string to uppercase. Right? For example, I don't want to convert an entire string into uppercase. Like you're writing an English paragraph and every statement has only first letter capital. Is that okay? Only the first letter I want to be capital. So we make use of capitalize. Check it out. Okay, I think India ka I is already capital here. So let me write it small. Let me write it small. And then check how capitalize works. Cool. So that means India is my country, has I capital. Okay, put together all those functions that we talked so far. We talked about upper. We talked about lower. Come on. Upper, lower. Okay, we talked about swap case. We talked about capitalize. Okay, once again my Visual Studio Code is misbehaving. Okay, let me work जब तक वो काम करता है. If it takes shows some kind of misbehavior, I'll stop. Alright, ठीक है. People, there's another function called as count. It counts the occurrence of a particular letter or word in the string. Right? So for example, this time instead of declaring the string, initializing it and then using it again, I've kept the string already attached with the function. Clear? You do this way or that way, both fine. What am I actually counting in this string? Can someone answer please? आप count क्या कर रहे हो इस string में? Come on, be little quick in writing me in the chat section. What are you actually counting in this string? It returns me the output as 3. Good, we are counting the number of spaces, am I right? So Mumbai 1, then again second, then again third. So there are total 3 spaces. Fine. And if I count, for example, just a single letter, yes, space, Shiraz was right. Okay, so if I write A, that means this time I'm not counting space, I'm counting a character A in the string. And it tells me that it has found it total 2 times. Alphabet. But which alphabet, Gaurav? Correct? You're right, alphabet. But which alphabet? Definitely वो alphabet है, इसीलिए हमने quotes में लिखा है. Correct? ठीक है. So what if I want to write like this? City. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. So this time we are counting this pattern. More than one character considered as a pattern, people. Matlab the word to be found out. Got it? That's the word. If I write city 9, for example, 0, because this exact pattern match was not found. Correct? The match or exact pattern match was not found. So that is how the count function works. Alright, fine. Let me discuss the next two easy ones first with you. Starts with and ends with. Right. So Mumbai is a city. I want to check, does this statement ends with Y? Does this statement ends with Y? Alright, so let me save this. Let me run this. By the time output comes, please guess. Oh, okay, it is here in front. That is true. Yes, city, it ends with Y. What if I write, does it end with TY? Guys, so it will try to look for that exact pattern. Correct? Ends with TY or not? Correct. True, it ends with TY. And what if I say it ends with, let me say PTY? PTY. Going PTY. No, false. It does not end with PTY. Is that okay? It does not end with PTY because PTY will be considered as an exact pattern to find the match for. Right? Okay, the next one that is starts with, I leave it up to you to experiment. It is exactly the way it works like end with. The only thing is it looks for a match of a pattern in the beginning of the string rather than ending of the string. Right? For example, Mumbai is a city. Does it start with M or U or M or Mumbai? That way. Is that fine? All of us here? Take it? Okay, look, there is another function called as a center. Okay, center, it is simply used, uska naam hi batata hai uska meaning. It is simply used to bring the string in the center. Right? You have to compulsorily give some digit or number as an argument here. When you say 100 means leave 100 spaces from the left of the margin. Right? People, from the starting of the margin leave 100 spaces and bring the string to the center. If I write 10, that means just leave the space of or let the 10 space be provided from the margin and bring the string to the center. Let's try. So I save this. I run this. Okay, so Mumbai is a city is shown in the center. This is the length of that 100 spaces which we asked there to leave. Right, so instead of 100, people, instead of 100, what if I write here 50? What if I write the number as 50? And if I try to run this. Okay, you could see this time. Of course, it is brought to the center, but not as much as specified in the previous command. Correct? Right? Because it is here this time leaving only the spaces, that is 50. Right? 50 वो string मिलाकर पकड़ता है people. Means 50 में the length of the string is included. This is total 50. Right? I don't know honestly how many of you understood. When you say leave the space of 50, in 50 the length of the string is included. 50 plus the length of the string 9. Length of the string included in 50. Got it? All of us here. Fine. Okay, let me discuss with you another interesting function called as find. Right? Guess what it would do? Mumbai is a city. Let me remove these tabs. I don't want it. Okay, Mumbai is a city and I'm trying to find I. But see, I appear 2 times. Mumbai में भी I है, city में भी I आता है. And I'm asking Python to find where I occur in the string. Got it? ये string में I कहाँ आता है? You see the behavior of the output, how Python behaves to this function. Fine. Okay, it says it occurs at index number 5. This is the output here. Right? It occurs at index number 5. Index number 5 means what? You know, the first occurrence of I, people. You see, this is the first occurrence of I. बार बार कहाँ I आता? All the occurrences will not be found out. Only the first occurrence का index number will be returned. That means I is present at index number 5, and it is right. String starts from here, index number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that okay? Fine. So the I comes here also. Am I right? I comes here also. I comes here also. And instead of find, if you use R find, people R find. Anybody, any guess what could be the R in R find? R find में R क्या काम करता होगा? ठीक है, this time it says me it is found at number 13, means it tries to find out the letter from or in a reverse order or a reverse way. It means that means from the end of the string, not from the beginning of the string. Okay, break the word and read it here. Find I in reverse, that means from the end of the string, and from the end of the string this is the first occurrence of I. I hope you understand. Indexes of all i's. No, Akela, no, go wrong. It can never return index of all I. वो कभी भी नहीं होगा. Okay, in fact, Python has no such ready-made function who will return indexes of all the occurrences. Got it? Find first occurrence from the beginning of the string. R find, R for reverse over there. First occurrence from the end of the string. That means find in reverse order. Is it right? No, Shreya sir. Regex means regular expression. We are not using regular expressions here. Got it? R over there is for reverse finding. I hope others have also understood. Clear? Okay. Hoping you understand. ठीक है? Alright. उसके बाद में there are 3 back-to-back functions. Is digit, is alphabet, is number. So if I write like this, print, I write some contact number here. Print, this is the contact number 9221769 okay. Dot is digit. Okay, is digit. Let me save this. Let me run this. It's a question, people. Is it asking? This is asking, is this string all digits? True. Correct? Or if I write some pin code here, come on. If I write the pin code here, 400, zip code or pin code of the address 400097. Come on. So is this string all digit? Yes, true. This string is all digit. Correct? Correct. But if I write like this, this is Mumbai 400097. So is this string all digit now? No, sorry, false. This is not all digit because it still contains a part of the string, or let me say some characters inside. Okay, so instead of is digit, I can even write is alpha. Is alpha. That means is the string made up of all alphabets? Is the string made up of all alphabets? Quick. False. Okay, and if I get rid of this pin code from here, people guess, is it still made up of all alphabets? What do you think? Answer will be true or false? It's going to show me false because this string still contains the space, and space is not an alphabet, correct? It could be a character, people, but space is not an alphabet. So this string is still not all alphabet. And if I remove the space from here, again run the same piece of code, again run the space, yeah, is alphabet, now it is true. Okay, and there's one more function like is digit, is alphabet, is ALNUM, means is it alphanumeric? Is Mumbai, the string alphanumeric? I think I'll have to do this again. Okay, so that's working as same as is alpha, if I'm not wrong. Oh my god, that's my problem here. Okay, if I could just skip this part and write this program, run this program again. Alright, fine. So is alpha or is alphanumeric is still, I think, running for me is the one and the same. So that means you can consider is alpha is deprecated, and you can use the modern one, that's is alphanumeric. Alright, fine. So these are the three functions together that we studied back to back. Or let me just count two of them, is digit or is alphanumeric. Hoping you are understanding. Okay? Like is digit, is alphanumeric, we too have another two functions, that is to check whether is it in uppercase. Check. I've written Python here and checking is Python all in uppercase. Alright. No. False. It's not in all uppercase. Similarly, is lower. Is it okay? Let me change this code only to is lower. Okay. Is Python all in the lower case? Alright. And here we go. Yes, true. That is all in the lower case. Yes, my friend. I'll send the attendance link shortly. Hoping you are understanding. All of us here. Fine. People, we have a connected class and won't be able to continue ahead, but this topic is still not completed. There are 3 to 4 most important functions of string, like join, replace. Okay, replace, join. I have written here, in fact, join is there, replace is there, index is there, split. Right? So this is from where we will start the class tomorrow. Before starting the new topic, we'll complete all these. Split, join, replace, because ये आगे जाकर हमको कहीं ना कहीं यूज करना पड़ेगा, replace, index. Alright, so these 4 major functions from the string module still left to be done. So tomorrow when the session starts, we'll complete these 4 functions of the string and complete the topic of the string. After that, we'll move on to bitwise operators. The one category of operator which is yet remaining to be learned. That is bitwise operators, people. Alright, so after completing this pending topic, we will move on to list in Python. Alright, so the 2-3 upcoming topics connected back to back are list, set, tuple, dictionary. They are very interesting. Make sure that you attend the live classes here with us. I hope you got my point. After the session ends, on the WhatsApp group, I'm going to share the Word file with you, in which I have kept written this one, people. All the assignment questions, if you could see. Around 20 to 25 assignment questions. These are very simple questions to code and get the solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 still here. Okay, see how much can you solve. Alright, fine, that's all. Yes, I will send the today's program also in the group. Okay, fine. Take it, guys. That's all. Let's have a quick recap of what we have done today. We started from indexing, positive, negative indexing. We understood how to extract a single character out from the string. Later, we also understood how to get a range of characters or in series out from the string. Yes or no? Fine. How to write a range with the help of negative indices. And some different string methods like upper, lower. Is that okay? Is upper, is lower, is digit, is alpha, or is alphanumeric? Hoping you're getting my point. Correct? Find, are fine. We are still left with some major string functions to be done, like split and all, that we'll see tomorrow. Alright, people, take it. That's all. Conducting this classes, scheduling, distributing this knowledge, it indeed requires it takes a lot of efforts from our end. So we request you all to please like, subscribe, and even share our content to other of your friends, just to benefit them. Okay, bye, goodbye. Those who want, they can disconnect. Shreyas was asking me something. Ma'am, can you take one class how you learn so many programming languages, tips and tricks to learn fundamentals, and how to learn easily the programming languages? Okay, sir, Shreyas, fine. I'll keep this question noted and bookmarked. Alright, so let me see on any of the upcoming Saturdays if we can come up with some 15 to 20 minute session wherein we can boost this kind of tips and tricks. Okay, but one thing I would like to tell you in one sentence, the answer of this question, this has taken a years of efforts and a very consistent practice. I hope you're getting a point. Learning so many programming languages need a very consistent practice. It's not like, 1 week you're working hard and the second week you are going to sleep, and then third week again you remember, याद आता है अरे पढ़ना है करना है. So that if even 15 minutes a day for some good number of months or good number of years, whatever, that would make a big difference. Okay, fine. Anyways, but our team has taken your query into account. Okay, we'll come forward to it. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Take care.